Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show. You may have seen her in Morocco, New York City, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the background singers for Mickey Howard and the late, great Gerald Levert. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the beautiful, the wonderful, the spectacular, Miss Coco McMillan.
Good evening, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show where we make it happen. I'm so excited to be with you today. Good evening, everyone. This is the Coco McMillan Show where we bring some amazing flavor to the virtual talk show circuit, featuring our national and our local recording artists, business owners, social media gurus, physical and mental health awareness organizations, and as well as pastors, evangelists, deacons. This platform is designed for everyone. It is designed for you. We allow the guests to come to the show to share their opportunities, to discuss what they're doing, their career goals, their challenges, their awareness. We have set it up and designed it just for you so you can be a part of this show. If you'd like to be a part of the show, please make sure you reach out to me at any of the social media platforms, or you can email me at cocomcmillanmusic@gmail.com, or again, any of the social media platforms, and just reach out to me. Let me know that you want to be a part of the show, and we will make it happen. We want you to bring your experience, your knowledge to the show, because we believe in sharing your journey, promoting your journey, because I say every week millions of people can be blessed just by your testimony. So don't hold it all in, bring it to the show, and let's bless our sisters and our brothers. We are streaming live here on the IBM network, on Facebook, on YouTube, LinkedIn. If you're in the presence of your home, you can go to your Roku TV and go to download channel. It's free, by the way, okay? Add the channel and add Pod TV Live, okay? Add Pod TV Live and you can watch it there in the presence of your home, or you can go to www.podtv.tv. So there are many ways that you can watch the broadcast. You can also, if you miss it, you can just go back to my page and check it out, because it's some good information for you. We have been having some amazing guests on the show this year. So I'm just so grateful what God is doing for the show. Continue to pray for the show. Listen, if you want to be a sponsor for the show, or you like to donate or sow a seed, please feel free to do so. The Cash App is $ C is in cat, M is in Mary, S is in Sam. So that's CMS. On Cash App. So, okay, you can do that. The CMS show, you can definitely donate. If you want to be a sponsor, please let us know. Send us an email, and we would love to hear from you. So we're so glad that you're watching. Please let me know that you're out there. I see TT out there. What's up, TT? My homegirl, it's so good to see you out there. I pray that you and Aaron and little Trey is doing well. So listen, put in the chat where you watch it from. Let me know that you're there, so we can give you a shout out, because tonight it's going to be W. Terrellin, if you listening, it's going to be W. We have an amazing hip hop influencer on the line with us tonight. She is absolutely amazing. We're going to bring her on in just a few minutes. But before I bring her on, I just want to share just a couple of quick announcements for you. Listen, this weekend we are going to be celebrating. It is called the Celebration for radio host Melissa Wade, celebrating 30 years in radio. Mark, if you have that flyer up, if you like to pull it up, Melissa is celebrating 30 years in radio, and she's been working for the Light 103.9 for 25 years. We're doing a celebration on this weekend, and it's called Celebration. All right, so we're going to be dressed up in our cruise attire. It's not a cruise, guys, okay? But we're going to be dressing up like we're on a cruise, and it's going to be amazing. Unfortunately, the tickets are sold out. The tickets are sold out, but I do, if you get a chance to shoot Melissa an email or a IM or something, congratulate her, let her know, sow a seed into her life too. You know, let her know that you're thinking about it, that you care, and that you want to celebrate with her. I'm going to be there celebrating with them. Marshetta Parker, Kim Person, oh my God, Jean Hopkins, Kimberly Prince Michelle. It's going to be amazing. So if you get a chance, make sure you reach out to Melissa Wade to just congratulate her. Also, the Rhythm of Joy Gospel Concert is coming to Cary, North Carolina. It's going to be here in Cary at the Cary's Arts Center on September the 7th. I will be there as well, performing. Myself, Chucky Robertson, Brandy Hancock, Collins, Williams, It's just so many people going to be there. Blended is going to be there. It's going to be amazing. Get your tickets. We need you to go ahead and get your tickets today. You can purchase your tickets at e-ticket or at the Carry Box office. Again, that's September the 7th at 6 p.m. So we want to see you there. So this is the flyer here. Mark has it up if you can see it. That is the celebration for Melissa that's coming up this weekend. And also on September the 7th, we will be at the Rhythm of Joy concert here in Cary, North Carolina. So come out and see me. Make sure you purchase your tickets. Purchase your tickets. Go to e-ticket or go to the Carry Box office. I need you there. Okay. I want to see you there. This is going to be amazing. All of the gospel artists is going to be there. They're going to have gospel choirs. Listen, if you want to be a part of the Carry Gospel Choir, make sure you reach out to Chucky Robertson. He is orchestrating that gospel choir. You can be a part of that as well. So you can find him on Facebook at Chucky Robertson. And again, get your tickets while they're still there because it's going to be sold out pretty soon. So listen, go ahead and get your tickets now. Miss Hill, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Lenore Hill. Raven is in the house. Raven is in the house. Thank you so much for all that you do for the show. Raven, yourself and Wayne Booker. I mean, I don't know what I would do without you guys. You, Mark, Kimberly. Thank you. But without further ado, with all that said, I am so excited about my guest today. As I said, she is a hip hop influencer. She's a blogger. She's a curator. She is doing a lot at such a young age. And I'm really grateful for her, and I love what she's doing, for the areas. Her name is Little Miss Chit Chat. I love that. Again, she's a hip hop blogger, influencer, a brand strategist. She's been doing this for a while now. She was an intern, spending many of her days sending pictures and blogging. She was challenged to find over 500 followers. She did that without a problem. She is really well known in the hip hop area. A top blogger. In the past, she curated the Winner's Circle producer boot camp under the music industry veteran. Some of the people was Cash Johns. Most recently, she curated a super dope vibe through hosting some of the best artist shows in New York City. Like I said, she's doing some amazing things there in New York City. She is a native of Queens, New York. She's now living in Newark, New Jersey. She is going to come and talk to us and tell us about everything she's doing in her world. She also has a TV blog that she's doing. So it's just so much. I can't wait for you to meet and talk to her. So please help me welcome my guest this evening. We call her Little Miss Chit Chat.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy to be here.
Thank you.
I chat with an international gospel artist before, so I'm super excited. When I was jamming when your music was coming on.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so. And I've never really spoken with a influencer, a blogger. Just reading your bio. And by the way, you're so beautiful. You look like one of my cousins there in New York named Deborah. Deborah, if you are watching, check out your twin here tonight. She's absolutely gorgeous. But listen, first of all, I just want to say congratulations to you. You have been doing some amazing work. Raven Robertson, shout out to her, has been really bragging about you and just sending me all your information about your blogs and the TV thing. So I want you to tell us all about that. But I guess my first thing you can share with us is, how was it growing up in Queens, New York, and how did you end up in New Jersey?
That's a good question, because people normally don't ask me about how it was growing up in Queens. For me, growing up in Queens, I feel like it was pretty good. Like, my parents were young parents, but at the same time they were very strict, and they had like old school morals and values. So I couldn't do too much, but I definitely had fun, and they always made sure we had everything that we needed and stuff like that. So I was always very spoiled as a young girl or whatever. And I always like represent Queens. I just feel like Queens is the borough that I feel like is more family oriented opposed to like other boroughs and stuff like that. So I like pride myself where I come from. I ended up moving to New Jersey just because I kind of wanted to be away from everybody and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people in Queens. Literally, I had moved to Manhattan, and I literally someone I knew lived on the same exact block as me. So I'm like, okay, let me go to Jersey and go to me, so I could do my own thing.
Yes. So how is it? I think you said you've been in Jersey for about a year now. How is it living in Jersey?
Yeah, I've been here for like a year and a half. I just opened up a content studio in Newark about 5 months ago as well. So it's been going good. I have my content studio. I live out here. So it's like I'm creating something new. It's like a new journey for me being in New Jersey, meeting people from New Jersey. It's like, okay, I'm like kind of solidified in New York. I know everybody in New York, but now it's like a new challenge for me to like meet people in Jersey and build myself up out here as well.
Yes. And so with all of that said, you are a blogger, an influencer, a curator. Tell us, how did you get started in this industry? I know that you were saying in the bio that you was challenged to get 500 followers, but just tell us how you got started. And has this always been your passion?
I've always been very passionate about hip hop and music, period. Because like I said, like my parents, they were young, so they listened to hip hop and stuff like that. So it just like went over to me. I remember my first song. I remember listening to Renee Lost Boys in the car on Hot 97 when I was driving down to Van Wyck. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this song. And that's like my favorite hip hop song of all time. I wanted to go to John Jay College because of that song. I never got to go though. What did you ask me before that? I'm sorry.
Like, how did you get started in
Oh yeah. So pretty much what happened was I had met this girl. I've always been like pretty popular online, like MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, just so knowing people. Like I know a lot of people. So this girl, I met her and she was like, oh, since you're so popular on Instagram or whatever, can you get my dog 500 followers and I can get you an internship? I work with like some really big people.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I literally spent the whole weekend like asking everybody I knew, like, please follow this dog, please follow this dog. I want this internship at the Viacom building. And I made it happen. Everybody followed the dog. 500 people followed that dog. I got the internship. And she represented people like Amber Rose, Jill Zarin, Jay Alexander from America's Next Top Model, and like a whole bunch of people. So I stepped into the world of that. So it was really like it was like out of nowhere.
Yes, like that is a blessing. That's a blessing. It was meant for you. You know, God had already orchestrated all of that for you. And what I love, you were in position, because that's the thing about being in position. So, and following, and look what he used. Check this out. Look what he used, a dog.
And that's what I always say. I got chills right now because God, he always makes a way for me. Like I feel like he got me all planned out what he want me to do. Like he got me designed to do certain things.
Oh my God, this is amazing. And so, and this is helping someone out there. If you're listening, please feel free to make your comments. We have a lot of people that watch the show that's in New York, New Jersey, and all these things. But tell us, so after the internship, what happened then? Did it give you the ideas to start creating?
So when I was working as an intern, I would always have to send like pitches to blogs and try to get them to talk about like artists and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? I want to create my own blog. Like some of these blogs wouldn't be picking up certain things that we were sending. I specifically remember when Amber Rose remember, she's not known for being like a singer. So she had dropped a single trying to sing, and none of the blogs wanted to talk about it because they're like, she's not a singer. So I was so mad about that because I spent my whole day looking up like blogs to write about her song, but it wasn't that many picking it up. So I'm like, oh my God, I want to create my own blog so I can, you know, say what gets posted. And still to this day, people will say like with my blog, it's very innovative. Like, you know what I mean? I'm always putting people onto artists that they never heard. A lot of artists that I put people onto just blew up out of nowhere. Like I know stars.
Right. Oh my God. And that's good. So by you creating this. So this ambiance that you have with the different artists, what are some of the, did you ever see any other challenges? Did you face challenges when you started this, like running into different problems? Because someone may be listening and say, maybe this is something that I want to do, not precisely just starting blogs, but did you run into any challenges while you were doing this?
I feel like the biggest challenge for me is like, all right, so one thing, like I said, I was always pretty popular or had like some type of following online. So when I first started my blog, I kind of always got support from people that I didn't really know.
Yeah.
The one thing I can say is like the hardest obstacle is like really having like, your family and friends and people like that really support you and believe in what you're doing, because this is not traditional.
Right. Oh my God. It is so, we talk about that all the time. We talk about that all the time, about the support. The support is such a big deal because, if your family and your friends and, are not supporting you, it kind of make you feel a certain kind of way. Like, come on, guys.
You feel outcasted, or you feel like, am I really doing this? Or is this really what I should be doing? Because it just seems like everybody's like, oh, you need to be a doctor. You need to, and
Right.
it's just like, you don't know. But me, like I said, I have strong faith and I believe in God. So I know what I do, what God wants me to do. I don't do what nobody else wants me to do.
That's right. That's right. So how did you come up with the name Little Miss Chit Chat?
So my real name is Stephanie, which is like so boring.
It's a beautiful name. I love the name Stephanie.
I love my name, but at the same time, it's not a attention grabber. Like, you know what I mean? I'm big on branding and marketing. So I already knew like Stephanie wasn't going to be like a big attention grabber, a big
Right.
name. So I sat my little brothers and sisters down. I'm like, we need to come up with a name that can describe me, that is going to be something that's going to catch people's attention and stuff like that. Because originally my blog's name was IamStephanieNicole.com.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work because it's too plain. I need something that grabs people, something that's,
Yeah. You know what? And I say that because I know you don't know my real name. My name is Sean.
Oh, right? Really?
So people like, well, how did you come up with the name Coco? What do you think? I'm an artist. I mean, right. You got it, because somebody, I think I called someone the other day and they said it came up on their phone, Sean McMillan. They was like, who is that? But right. If you say Coco, it's something right. Totally different. So I totally get it. So like, who are some of the artists or some of the people that some of our viewers may not even know that you have interviewed? Like you said earlier, you've been turning people on to new people, because there's a lot of talent out there that people don't know about.
I've interviewed so many people over the years. I mean, I just started like doing stuff like solely like, okay, Little Miss Chit Chat does this, because for a long time I was Little Miss Chit Chat, but I did a lot of collaborations. Like I was on other people's podcasts as a co-host. I was doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
So as far as solo interviews, like I've interviewed like Lola Brooke. I've interviewed Connie Diamond. She signed to Def Jam. I've interviewed Blake Gianna. She signed to 300 Entertainment. I've interviewed Breezy Lynn. I've interviewed Stunner Girl. She was just on that show Baddies. I've interviewed so many people, a lot of female rappers. But even like when I talk about my career down the path, like I've interviewed like Peter Guns before, stuff like that. Okay. But that was when I was on like other podcasts and stuff like that. So it's like I have an extensive like history when it comes to like this type of stuff. Like, because before that I would do written interviews. Like before I was actually, because I used to be, I'm kind of shy if y'all haven't noticed. Like I'm like, I'm a little bit shy. So I originally started out as a writer.
Okay.
Right. So many people from Love and Hip Hop like, hey, would you let me interview you? And they never said no, because at the end of the day, they need the coverage. And it's not like they got to come in and meet me. So I had so many interviews with people that were super, super big celebrities, like written interviews. Just for people. And people don't know, like literally, you'll be surprised how many people will say yes. A lot of people don't have the ego that you think they have.
Right. Exactly. All you have to do is just step out on faith and ask. If they say no, they say no. But you never know. There is this and I know that you know a lot of people, and I think she follows you. When I was when I took one of my students, when one of my students went over to the Apollo, there was this young girl there that was rapping. I think her name is Queen Bars. I think her name is Queen Bars. She's from Brooklyn, and she was absolutely amazing. And I think she follows you. as well.
I believe I know her name, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, she's amazing. So it's good that you're interviewing these people, that you're getting, you actually giving them exposure,
Yeah,
because a lot of people
a
don't
lot
know.
of times what happens is like, all right, the girl Stunner Girl, she did an interview with me in 2021, and she ended up being on the show Baddies, which is on Zeus now. You know that show.
Yeah.
Still to this day, that video goes viral on TikTok, goes viral on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so popular right now. And that interview's from 2 years ago and it's still going viral. So it's like you never know what's gonna happen.
Right, in the right place, in the right time. Yes. So the chat room, is it the chat room TV?
Yeah, so pretty much, all right. So all of my entities will be like the chat room. Will be some with chit chat. So it's like, okay, Little Miss Chit Chat and the chat room. The chatter boxes is like, the people that help me run the blog, the people that comment on the blog, and yeah.
Wow. And so do you have people, can we watch that like on YouTube or
I have a YouTube channel, then I also have an actual website. So it's like you have written articles, but then we also have visual stuff as well. Right. And then also my podcast is on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everything you can probably think of. Mm-hmm.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, guys, if you are listening, I'm not gonna ask you your age, because I can tell that you are young, sophisticated, beautiful. Listen, somebody out there may be just very inspired, and you want to do something, you don't know how to get started, you kind of scared, or you don't know. But listen, Little Miss Chit Chat, what would you tell them? Somebody that want to do something, no matter what it is, just to give them some inspiration.
I always tell people, just take the first step. I really cannot stand when people keep talking about what they want to do and not doing it, because it's just like, it's been times when I was struggling and I still made it happen. So I don't want to hear y'all excuses about whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, take the first step and do it. You never know. You're never going to know what's going to be the result if you never try.
That's right. And just like your studio, I think you said you have your studio. You just got your studio a couple of months ago in Newark. Tell us about that. Like, how was that, getting that set up?
It was definitely a process for me. I always wanted to open up a content studio where like girls could come and create content. It looked super cute and stuff like that. That was like one of my goals for like years. So I finally was able to do it. It's very pink, very girly. And everybody could come. I haven't started recording my interviews there yet, but I'm gonna soon. I've just honestly just been like filling it out, vibing in there, and just getting everything started. But I'm just happy that I was able to create like a safe space for girls, because like I spend a lot of money on peer spaces. A lot of girls spend money on peer spaces when they're booking places for their videos. Yeah. And we all need somewhere to go and chat and stuff like that,
Right. So I'm hoping that everything is together. I'm coming there in October.
Yes.
The 11th through the 13th, I'm going to be there in Jersey and also in Brooklyn. So I'm hoping I get a chance to stop by.
Yes, you need to stop by.
Your studio and everything. But tell us how people can reach you. We have some of your information running here at the bottom of the screen, but tell us how people can reach you.
People can reach me on the website, www.thechatroom.tv. On Instagram, I always like normally respond to everybody. I'm not like Hollywood or anything like that. My email, info@thechatroom.tv. And then Raven is my publicist. So I think she was in the chat. You guys can always contact her if you want to get in contact with me.
Tell us your favorite thing about Raven.
Raven, I love Raven because Raven has been the most supportive friend that I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Before she even officially became my publicist, like I can say that she's helped me the most, more than anyone. Like she's very helpful. She really believes in me, and I appreciate that so much, because I'm always the one that's believing in other people, helping other people, trying to push other people. So to have a friend that is doing that for me, that means a lot to me. Yes,
paying it forward. And I say the same thing about her, Stephanie. And I just met her this year, and what she's been doing for the show, you know, it's just absolutely amazing. And I said, thank God. He always put people in your life, you know, to push you, to take you to that next level. And I truly believe that she is a gem. She's a gem that's, you know, really have the better good for people and want to get them out there, want to get them exposed. So thank you again, Raven. But
Yeah.
so Stephanie, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What's your plans? What's your goals?
I actually want to go to. I want to go back to school. I kind of want to go to law school. Being in the music industry and working with all these people,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to get involved in making sure these artists have the right contracts and stuff. So that's
Yeah.
something that I want to get involved in. I definitely want to get more behind the scenes with that. Hopefully, I would like to open up like an actual recording studio to go with my content studio.
Okay.
Um, and then I want to have a kid and stuff like that in probably 5 years. That would be nice. I want to. That's one of my goals. I want to be proof that you can be a great career woman, and you know you could still be like a wife and mother. Because people like have this notion like, oh, you gotta choose one on one. You gotta pick your career, or you gotta be like a wife and a mom.
Right. Oh my God. I'm so glad that you said that and that you're thinking about that, because you can. Listen, we know now that we can do and be anything. And we, especially as women, we carry a lot. So we can multitask. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go to school, you're still going to do to make sure that other artists are not being gypped. So that being a lawyer, all those things are good. I mean, it's really great that you already thinking like that. So God is going to bring it to fruition. Trust me, he will, because when you help other people, when you sow good seed come back to you, you know, and having a family is the most amazing thing in the world, and still having your career. Now, do you sing, or do you rap, or
No,
no? Okay.
but but I am going to be working on a project. Pretty much, I'm not sure if you know who DJ Khaled is.
Of course I do. Come
Okay,
on now. I mean, I am a gospel artist, yes, but I do. I still try to stay current.
Sometimes he puts together these projects with like multiple artists, and that's
Yeah.
something that I want to do. I want to put together like a mixtape, a compilation project with different artists from different areas, put them on
Yeah.
tracks together, pretty much A&R it and executive produce it.
Oh wow, that is amazing. Did you see him the other night on the DNC?
No, I didn't see what he.
Oh man, he was absolutely, he was amazing. He was amazing. But that's great though. Putting people together, collaborating. I'm just so grateful for your vision. How important is the vision?
The vision is very important because I mean, for me, that's all I'm focused on is the vision. It's like I'm always focused on just bringing the vision to life. Like
Yes.
sometimes I feel like I don't even have like for the past 2 years, I feel like my regular personal life is kind of because I'm always focused on the vision, you know? So
Well, that was my next question. Are you dating, and how are you, if you're dating, how are you kind of managing everything? Because we know how relationships could be, okay? It could be a distraction, or huh.
no, I'm single and I feel like me being single has helped me stay more focused because I feel like at times during my career I kind of did have distractions because I would be dating somebody.
Yeah.
And like I was saying before, like I'm the type of person that always want to help people. I'm dating somebody, next thing you know, I'm trying to help them with their career more than I'm helping myself with my career. And it's just like, no. Focus on yourself so you could be where you want to be, and then focus, see who you're gonna date.
Oh wow, yes. Cass, good evening, Cass. We got all our New Yorkers out here. Good evening, Cass. Evangelist Judy Favors, good evening, good evening. Yes, Brooklyn is in the house. So listen, I want you guys to make sure that you follow Little Miss Chit Chat. You encourage her. Thank you, Robin. Thank you so much. Follow her, encourage her, because I see big things for her. I see big things for you. I really do, because you're focused. And that's the thing about being focused, having a vision. Bronx is in the house. Yes, having a vision. And the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. And I think you are on the right track. You have your 5-year goals. And I'm just excited. Good evening, Monique. I'm excited about what you're doing, what you're getting ready to do. Is there anything else that you want to tell us or want to give us some information or anything else?
Um,
We may have a.
I feel like you asked me everything pretty much. I feel like but I would like you guys to really tap into the artists that I be posting about and stuff like that, because that's something 2 years from now, y'all gonna be saying, if you pay attention, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, Chit Chat told me about that girl and she blew up," and this happens all the time. So it's like, just tap in and pay attention to the artists that I'm posting.
Right. How someone has a question about how do you deal with that inner critique? Like, how do you deal with that?
That's really hard because I'm a Virgo, so I'm like super
Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Before you answer that question, I have some Virgo friends, and that's the first thing they say. Let me say. First of all, I'm a Virgo, and so I already know what it means. But go ahead and tell the viewers.
Yeah, so I'm extremely critical. Sometimes people think I'm like critical of them and like, oh, she's so critical, but no, I'm critical of myself as well. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very, very hard sometimes for me to get to the point where it's like, okay, girl, do it. But I feel like I just force myself. Like I said, I feel like just having faith in God and God being there with me is the thing that gets me through, to be honest, because I do get discouraged. Like, I'm shy sometimes. So
yeah, but when you say you're gonna do something, you do it. Because I heard you earlier. You said, I'm tired of people saying what they want to do, and they don't do it. But I could tell, like, when you put your mind to it, and that's the most important thing. When you put your mind to it, do it. God will make he'll make the way. And if it's not right, he'll let you know. He give us signs too, for different things when it is not, it's not right. So there's another question on the floor that says, Kamala is having her speech today. What do you think of her being the first minority president?
Well, she will be the first minority woman president, not first minority president.
Women president, right.
I'm actually super excited for it because I feel like now, even when I was a kid, I never thought there would have been a Black president. Now, even if some people are complaining about whatever policy she wants to push or whatever, or people saying whatever, as long as us the little minority girls got someone to look up to and they know that it's possible, maybe they could be president one day, I feel like that's all that matters, because we need to see people of our color in position. Because if not, we're going to think that we nothing.
Right.
And we supposed to be nothing. Because if you come from the hood and you never seen none of that, how are you supposed to know that it's possible? How are you supposed to know that it's obtainable if you never seen nobody do it?
Wow.
You never seen nobody your color in the room.
Right. And it's so encouraging. And just let us know we can be or do anything. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't. So before, if we had not seen this, if somebody tell us no, that's what we're going to take the answer for and say no. But now somebody tell me no, I'm like, say what now? What? So yeah, I do. I say the same thing, and I try to encourage people. I do. Have you ever traveled international?
No, I have not traveled.
Not yet.
Right.
Not yet. Okay. Trust me when I say that. Not yet. That's the other thing I encourage our people, to travel international, to experience the world. The world is so big. Learn different languages or things like that, so you can be able to know about what's going on in the world. I encourage people that a lot, because I've been to different places and I've seen a lot of things. And when we come back to America, we just feel like we're stuck in this box, but it's so much that you can do in this world. But I am just so grateful for you, little Miss Chit Chat. I'm going to be following.
Thank you for you having me. This was an amazing conversation.
Yes, I'm going to be following you. All our viewers here is going to be following you as well. I appreciate you coming on. Any final words that you would like to say Thank you, Miss Favor. We have people on here that's really encouraging you. So thank you for saying what you said tonight. But any final words?
I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you so much and everything that you have going on. Like I said, I was super excited. I got to speak to a gospel singer, so I think
Yes.
well, it's not. You never know how much you're holding a place in somebody else's heart too.
Abs. Oh my God. Thank you for saying that. And that's what I want to do. You understand? I want to be a trailblazer, be a blessing to someone because just because they're not in the gospel industry, that don't mean that you understand that we can't help
Right.
each other. We can't be too
Connect.
holier than thou. Right. Right. I was a background singer for the late Gerald Levert, for Patti LaBelle, all these people. Yes. Yes. And so the experience is amazing. I'm so grateful what my journey, my journey. So I want to be a blessing to anyone that I can. I'm glad again that Raven brought you on so we could connect because I really feel like this is going to be a longevity relationship. So thank God for you being a part of my life now.
Yes, yes, yes. We're definitely. Somebody said we need to have your drinks Coco in the studio.
Whoa, yes, yes.
They do brand placement.
I appreciate that. But until next time, I'll just say until we meet again, because I'm sure we're going to be having you back on the show. And as she said, follow her because the artists that she interviews, that she does a blog with, listen, you
and
may
even
not
if
know
you, not to cut you off, but even if you guys need help with your brand, I'm always open to helping people, like, put them in the right direction on what would be the best thing for them.
And I'm definitely gonna be cooking up with you, definitely. And because you never know. So make sure you follow her. Make sure you just support her. Even if you want to sow a seed with her, bless her, do that as well. It's not easy out here. So anything will help. So God bless you, little Miss Chit Chat. It's so good to have you.
God bless you as well. It was so great to speak to you.
Thank you so much. So we'll see you until we meet again. I'll say it like that.
Yes, I'll see you in October.
All right, good deal. Thank you. Wow. Oh my God, she's so amazing. Thank God for her coming on the show, sharing her story, because as she said, you see how God worked in her favor. He worked in her favor. She got this opportunity to do an internship. All she had to do was get 500 followers. She stepped out on faith. She got it done. Now she's on the road to success. She has a studio there in Newark, New Jersey. She's going to be setting up for people to come in and, chat and talk, because we all need that, especially females, our ladies, men too. But a lot of times, we carry on a lot, ladies, and sometimes we just have to get it out. And it's not, sometimes I know you don't want to hear other people's opinion or you don't want them to tell you, but sometimes just get it out. And on the other side, if you're listening, just listen. You don't always have to give feedback, but if somebody just wants to talk, just be that ear and listen to them, because you never know what they're going through. You never know how it's going to bless them. So I just advise you to be a listener. So God bless you all tonight. I know that Captain is going to be doing a Apollo again in the next couple of months. He's taken to the winners to the Apollo. So hopefully little Miss Chit Chat will be able to visit there to see that as well. There's so many things going on. Make sure that you go out and vote. Please go out and vote. Doesn't matter who you vote for. It does matter, but I can't tell you who to vote for. But it's important that we go out and vote, because there was a time where we couldn't vote. So now we have the opportunity to do that. When you saying, well, I don't think this person is good, I don't think that person's good, it doesn't matter. Just vote for somebody. All right. And especially if she looks like me or you, I think it would be in your best interest, but I can't tell you what to do. But make sure you go out and vote. So thank you again, everyone, for just being a blessing to the show. Thank you for that comment too. With little Miss Chit Chat, with her internship, she had to get 500 followers to follow a dog. Okay. And if you love animals, I'm a pet lover. I'm a dog lover. So, that's it. So you never know how God is going to work. So that is just encouraging somebody tonight to just follow your dreams. Just, be ready for the opportunity. My pastor always tell me, don't get ready for the opportunity when it comes. Be ready. So start working on things, start writing your vision, start getting your plan together. You may say, well, I don't know what's my next step. I don't know how it's going to go forth. God got that all in control. He just needs you to make a move. All right. There was a sermon that I heard at Pastor McMillan, Apostle McMillan and Lady Nina McMillan. I did her birthday celebration this weekend. And shout out to her. Happy birthday, Lady Nina. But the message was to bust the move. So hey, you got to do something. You got to do something. You can't sit there and say woulda, coulda, shoulda. But you have to step out on faith and make a power move. That's what it is. Make a power move. God will do the rest. Make sure you pray. Make sure you talk to the Lord. Let him know everything that you want, everything that you're going through, everything that you desire. He will give you the desires of your heart. All right. But you have to act. You just can't talk about it. That was for somebody tonight. So again, thank you all for watching the show tonight. We're going to be next week. Next week, we will not be on next week. So we'll be back the following week. Want to remind you, Friday night, tomorrow night, there's going to be, it's the 51st Holy Convocation at, let's see, I think it's 225 Martin Street. My pastor is going to be there. My pastor, Melvin Jackson, is going to be there. I think Bishop Newberry is going to be there. I'm not sure if it's tonight or tomorrow night. Also, Dr. Bishop Carter is going to be there tonight at that place too. So it's the Holy Convocation, Martin Street. My pastor is going to be there tomorrow night. Why don't you join us? It starts at 7:30. And so listen. As I say to you every week, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not to thy own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. You keep God first in everything that you do. Trust the process, and God will make a way out of no way. Believe me when I say that. Thank you all for watching tonight. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. And as I said, keep God first in everything that you do. Good night.
Come on. Yeah. Ooh. Happy, yeah. I'm no longer the same. Yeah. Said a wonderful can see where I'm going now. Yeah.